What if Cristiano Ronaldo's final World Cup became the most shocking tournament in football history? At 41 years old, Ronaldo arrived at the World Cup knowing this would be his last chance. The media called him finished. Fans questioned whether he still belonged on the pitch. Portugal's manager decided to start the tournament without him. As Ronaldo sat on the bench, the cameras kept showing his face. The greatest goal scorer in football history was forced to watch while Portugal struggled. Nobody knew that the next 90 minutes would completely change football history. Portugal's opening match was a disaster. The team looked nervous. Passes were misplaced. Chances were wasted. The opponents shocked everyone by scoring first, 1-0. The Portuguese fans fell silent. On the sidelines, Ronaldo watched every second. He wanted to help but could do nothing. The commentators questioned whether his career was finally over. Then the clock reached the 80th minute. The manager turned around. His eyes stopped on one player, Cristiano Ronaldo. The stadium erupted as Ronaldo stood up and prepared to enter the match. This was his final chance to prove everyone wrong. But the moment he stepped toward the field, something unbelievable happened. The referee suddenly ran across the pitch holding a red card. Everyone froze. The cameras instantly focused on Ronaldo. Had he done something? Was his World Cup ending before it even began? For a few seconds, nobody understood what was happening. Then the truth was revealed. The red card was not for Ronaldo. It was for Portugal's starting defender. Portugal was now down to 10 men. They were already losing. Now the situation had become almost impossible. Ronaldo entered the match alone. Every touch was met with boos from the opposing fans. Every run became harder. Every minute felt heavier. But Ronaldo refused to give up. As the match entered stoppage time, Portugal had one final attack. Then Ronaldo received the ball near the halfway line. Ronaldo looked up. The goalkeeper was far from his line. Most players would pass. Most players would play safe. Ronaldo did something different. He shot from nearly 50 yards away. The ball flew through the air. The entire stadium stood up. The goalkeeper sprinted backward. He stretched every muscle in his body. The ball continued falling. It went over his fingertips. It crashed against the underside of the crossbar. Boom! The ball bounced down. The stadium exploded. Portugal's players celebrated. The fans screamed, but something was wrong. The referee did not point to the center circle. No whistle, no goal. The match stopped. Everyone looked at the giant screen. VAR was checking the goal. Millions watching around the world held their breath. If the ball had crossed the line, Portugal would survive. If not, their World Cup dream could be over. The referee listened to instructions through his earpiece. He looked toward Ronaldo. Then he made his decision. The referee pointed his finger toward the center circle. Goal! The stadium exploded once more. The ball had crossed the goal line by a matter of millimeters. At 41 years old, down to 10 men, and with the world doubting him, Cristiano Ronaldo had saved Portugal from defeat in the dying seconds. The commentators who had questioned his presence were left speechless. A draw kept Portugal alive, but their next opponent was the reigning world champion. With their starting defender suspended and Ronaldo's physical limits tested, the path ahead was steeper than ever. Would this miracle goal be the spark that ignited a legendary run, or was it just a temporary delay of the inevitable? Can Ronaldo carry 10 men to the ultimate glory? Subscribe now and click here to watch what happened next in part 2.